Morning. Well, do I dare say it? I think I will. Today could possibly be the first day of harvest. Could. But we'll see. It's very dewy out this morning, so I'm going to let the dew burn off a bit. What we're going to do is we're going to start cutting corn first. The one field that we have, when I tested it the other day, was at 15, 16, 17% moisture, right in that realm. So I'm going to let the dew burn off a little bit. I'm going to go back out to that field, and I'm going to walk out into the middle of the field and pick a few ears of corn there, bring them back, test them, and if they're below 18%, we're going to fire that combine up and we're going to start harvesting. That's the plan for today. But we're going to let the dew burn off a touch, because I'll get soaking wet walking through that cornfield if I don't. But we are ready for harvest. Everything is ready. The only thing I got to do is take that head off, put it on a header cart, and hook the header cart to a pickup truck and haul everything to the field. And then we're ready. So it's a waiting game till this afternoon, basically. All right, the dew is burning off nicely, so I'm gonna go grab a couple ears of corn and we can test it, double check moisture on it, and if it's where I believe it's going to be, we're gonna start moving equipment. All right, so this particular field has a very steep approach to it. So normally when we harvest out of this field, we park the semis at the John Deere dealer down the road and run everything down the road with a grain cart. And every year they're fine with us doing that, but you still want to ask and get permission just because. So I just stopped in there on my way to here and asked them, and they're fine with it. So that's good. I'm going to walk out into the very middle of this field and pick a couple ears of corn and see where it's at. If the moisture is where we want it to be, then we are definitely going to cut. Alright, I got my ears of corn. I'm making my way back. This brings me back to when I was a kid. I remember playing in cornfields when I was younger, because you could get lost in them. Alright, now we do like we did before. Shell the corn, stir it up, and test it. First test is at 16.3. So what we'll do is, they say you got to do 3 to take an average. You dump it back in there, stir it up, test it again. See, that one says 19.2. 18.4. I don't know if we'll run today or not. So now I'm kind of torn. When I checked it the other day, it was at 15, 15.6, 16.1, 17, right in there. So it was right at our point. But when I checked it before, I was more towards the edge of a field. I was in the field, but a little more towards the edge. This time I walked right out in the middle of the field and picked 4 ears of corn. And now that's reading 19, 17, 18, 16 right in there. So I don't know yet. I'm kind of torn. Part of me is saying run it. The other part of me is saying it's still early yet. Let the stuff dry down. I guess we gotta get a hold of the elevator and find out dockage percentage and at what percent they start docking us at and how much they dock us, and see if it's worth just taking the dockage. I don't know yet. We got some phone calls I guess I gotta make and make a determination that way first. All right, we're gonna try running some. I got a rattle in the cab. We're gonna move everything out and try and run some corn and see what the moisture is. Well, I ran 2 passes on the headland here, and it's like a half a point too high. So we're going to give it today to let it dry the rest of the day, and we're going to hit it hard tomorrow. I will say, I haven't really fine-tuned the combine yet. And normally you do the fine-tuning once you cut into the field and dial in the sieves and the fan speed and everything, so your grain loss is as little as possible. But I stabbed into this field. I cut one pass, that way, and turned around and cut a pass this way just to get equipment off the main road here, because this is kind of a busy road. And I walked down the pass that I did, and the grain loss is minimal, but I also don't know how much of that is run over from being a headland from when we sprayed and things like that and ran fertilizer and crap like that. So tomorrow, when I actually start cutting, I'll finish getting this headland cut off, and I'll make a pass up the middle of the field, and then I can really fine-tune the combine for grain loss then. At least that's my plan. But at any rate, I think I'm gonna end the video here and start recording a new video tomorrow. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.